Welcome viewers, my name is Frank and I'm so happy you stopped by to view this video. Thank you. I'll be reciting a poem titled The Walk by Friedrich Schiller, one of his many poems. His full name was Johann Christoph Friedrich von Schiller. He was a German playwright, poet, and philosopher. He lived from 1759 to 1805. Hail to thee, mountain beloved, with thy glittering purple-dyed summit. Hail to thee also, fair sun, looking so lovingly on thee, too, I hail, thou smiling plain, and ye murmuring lindens. I, and the chorus so glad, cradled on yonder high boughs. Thee, too, peaceably azure, in infinite measure extending. Round the dusky-hued mount, over the forest so green. Round about me, who doth from my chamber's confinement escaping, and from vain frivolous talk, gladly seek refuge with thee. Through me to quicken me runs the balsamic stream of thy breezes, while the energetical light freshens the gaze as it thirsts. Bright o'er the blooming meadow the changeable colors are gleaming, but the strife, full of charms, in its own grace melts away. Freely the plain receives me, with carpet far away reaching. Over its friendly green wanders the pathway along. Round me is humming the busy bee, and with pinion uncertain hovers the butterfly gay over the trefoil's red flower. Fiercely the darts of the sun fall on me, the zephyr is silent. Only the song of the lark echoes athwart the clear air. Now from the neighboring copse comes a roar, and the tops of the alders bend low down, in the wind dances the silvery grass. Night ambrosial circles me round, in the coolness so fragrant. Greets me a beauteous roof, formed by the beech's sweet shade. In the depths of the wood the landscape suddenly leaves me, and a serpentine path guides up my footsteps on high. Only by stealth can the light through the leafy trellis of branches sparingly pierce, and the blue smilingly peeps through the boughs. But in a moment the veil is rent, and the opening forest suddenly gives back the day's glittering brightness to me. Boundlessly seems the distance before my gaze to be stretching, and in a purple-tinged hill terminates sweetly the world. Deep at the foot of the mountain, that under me falls away steeply, wanders the greenish-hued stream, looking like glass as it flows. Endlessly under me see I the ether, and endlessly o'er. Giddily look I above, shudderingly look I below. But between the infinite height and the infinite hollow, safely the wanderer moves over a well-guarded path. Smilingly past me are flying the banks all teeming with riches, and the valley so bright boasts of its industry glad. See how yonder hedgerows that sever the farmer's possessions have by Demeter been worked into the tapestried plain. Kindly decree of the law, of the deity mortal sustaining. Since from the brazen world love vanished forever away, but in freer windings the measured pastures are traversed. Now swallowed up in the wood, now climbing up to the hills. By a glimmering streak, the highway that knits lands together. Over the smooth flowing stream, quietly glide on the rafts. Oft times resound the bells of the flocks in the fields that seem living, and the shepherd's lone song wakens the echo again. Joyous villages crown the stream, in the copse others vanish, while from the back of the mount, others plunge wildly below. Man still lives with the land in neighborly friendship united, and round his sheltering roof calmly repose still his fields. Trustingly climbs the vine high over the low-reaching window, while round the cottage the tree circles its far-stretching boughs. Happy race of the plain, not yet awakened to freedom, now thy pastures with joy share in the limited law. Bounded thy wishes all are by the harvest's peaceable circuit, and thy lifetime is spent e'en as the task of the day. But what suddenly hides the beauteous view? A strange spirit over the still stranger plain spreads itself quickly afar. Coyly separates now what scarce had lovingly mingled, and 'tis the like that alone joins itself unto the like. Orders I see depicted, the haughty tribes of the poplars, marshaled in regular pomp, stately and beauteous appear. All gives token of rule and choice, and all has its meaning. 'Tis this uniform plan points out the ruler to me. Brightly the glittering domes in faraway distance proclaim him. Out of the kernel of rocks rises the city's high wall. Into the desert without, the fawns of the forest are driven. But by devotion is lent life more sublime to the stone. Man is brought into nearer union with man, and around him, closer, more actively wakes, swifter moves in him the world. See, The emulous forces in fiery conflict are kindled. Much they affect when they strive, more they affect when they joy. Thousands of hands by one spirit are moved, yet in thousands of bosoms beats one heart all alone, by but one feeling inspired. Beats for their native land, and glows for their ancestors' precepts. Here on the well-beloved spot, rest now time-honored bones. Viewers, I hope you enjoyed this poetry video, which is actually part 1, as this is a very long and beautiful poem. Thank you for watching, stay tuned, and consider subscribing.